Conhecimento para bem viver com Tiago Namastê.
So, the first part is to have some good habits. In Ayurveda we call this vihara. The way that our body works during the day and night so we get healthy, right? This is one fundamental aspect of health in Ayurveda. The other one is ahara, it's our food habits, right? The first and main aspect in nutrition Ayurveda, it's our metabolic potential, right? We call this Agni, A-G-N-I. And in Ayurveda we have a very important rule that a good Agni can transform venom in nectar. But a venom is just like poison.
Okay.
Okay? And a bad Agni can transform very good stuff, nectar, in poison. Right? So it's not only what we eat that makes us, it's what we digest and assimilate. Right? So this is the main tenet on nutrition in Ayurveda.
Okay.
So for this, we understand that our body is composed of a very well delimited circuits. It's just like first your mouth, then your throat, then your stomach, then your intestine, the small intestine, big intestine. It's always like that, right? So in Ayurveda, this implies that usually this you can write, please. The first thing we eat is the things that make we more dull. Just like, what makes you more dull? Just like a dessert or a lettuce?
What's dull?
Dull is just like slow and
Meat.
Meat, yeah. Meat, some dessert, some pasta, all this kind of stuff that are very heavy, we eat in the beginning, right? Because in the beginning we have more digestive power, capacity.
In the beginning of the day or?
In the beginning of the meal.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And in the end of the meal we usually eat the things that are more light. Okay? So this is important. In the beginning of the meal are the things that are more heavy and dry and wet, and in the end the things that are more light and dry. Okay? Because the stomach goes first in relation to the gross intestine. The gross intestine is light and dry, and the stomach is heavy and moisture. Okay? So this implies, in our way of Western thinking, that usually we eat in the beginning of the meal the carbohydrates that are simple. This is like the potatoes and this kind of stuff that are legumes, but they are very earthy. So it's just like potatoes. What's the name of that stuff that we usually do on Halloween? You know that.
Yeah, but I don't know in English.
And just like carrots and I don't know the other one that we usually also do some sweet that it's just like almost red. I don't know the names of all the stuff. But if it's just like very heavy, it's on the ground and it's sweet and it's just like So this is in the beginning, right? At the end we are going to have just like the greener ones, just like broccoli, lettuce, spinach, and all this kind of stuff that are more just like they have this kind of sound, they make crunch.
Okay.
Crunch is astringent, and this goes in the end, right? And in the middle is just like the things that are more acid, more sour, and more spicy. Okay? This implies that the things that we are eating we make a better digestion of it, right? So let's see. Suppose you are going to have some lunch, and you're going to have just like some rice, you're going to have some meat, you're going to have some vegetables, and how do you do this in Ayurvedic perspective? In the first time, you start with a dessert, okay? And we usually don't mix too much fruits with it. Just like, please write down, pineapple, lemon, avocado, and tamarind. What's the name of that other one in English? The one that is very good for the throat, and it has a lot of small seeds inside. It's just like very red. And pomegranate, papaya also. These fruits and coconuts. These fruits usually are not disturbed to be with what we usually call food.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
These ones we can mix.
Yes.
The other ones usually they don't get really well digested. It can be well digested, but it's not so easy. Banana, apple, and all the other ones. And watermelon and melon are eat me alone or leave me alone, right? These fruits, if you mix with anything else, including them both, usually the digestion is not very good, right? So if you want to eat some melon, eat separate from the other foods, right? Or watermelon. So you're going to start your meal. First, if it's going to be a lunch, a very big meal, you eat just like the dessert if you want to eat any dessert in the beginning. And then the carbohydrates, they are very simple to digest.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
When I'm back in Germany, I have to go to the toilet almost every day.
Okay.
And here, I think I've only been 2 times in 1 week.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times. On what does it depend? Like what?
Yeah, because this is just like we call vata, right? And your intestine is just like, oh, where am I? How am I going to work this? What it's going to pass here? It's too dry inside. So this always impact on our peristaltic movements, right? So if you're just like traveling a lot, when you do our recommendation that we spoke earlier, this is going to take care of your nervous system in a way that they say, okay, go to the bathroom. Because if it's just like it's missing this part, right? So these recommendations that we are doing on food also are going to help you to put your bowels to move, right?
Okay.
So in the beginning, the dessert, and then something that is just like potatoes with some olive oil or something like that, and then the rice or the pasta and this kind of stuff, and then the beans or the meat and this kind of stuff, and then the vegetables, right?
Okay.
So please write down this order. First, the dessert. The things that are most things that makes you more sleepy go in the beginning, and is the dessert, and then the carbohydrates that are simple, just like the potatoes and this kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
And then the carbohydrates that are more complex, like rice, corn, wheat, millet. There are several, right?
Okay.
Usually in Ayurveda we eat just one of these kind of complex carbohydrates in each meal. And then the proteins, there are going to be the meats, the eggs, the dairy, and the beans. And in the end, the vegetables, right? In the end, it's important always to eat something that it's green.
Mm-hmm.
So it cleans more the system. Just like spinach, lettuce, and if you're traveling, the main idea is to eat always things cooked.
Okay.
When you eat things that are raw, this aggravates vata and makes your intestine more stuck,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
And usually for Ayurveda, dairy products and eggs are very complex digestive process. So please, if you want to be healthy when you're traveling, I know that maybe at home this is not so true, but when you're traveling, please eat eggs only with one other stuff, just like eggs with bread, okay? Not eggs with bread and cheese,
Okay.
okay? Just like eggs, it's just like one meal as a whole.
Okay.
Only put just like one other stuff with it, nothing else more. Okay? You're going to do just like one omelette. Is this in English, the word?
Omelette,
Yeah. So you put omelette and you put just like one stuff there, nothing more. Okay?
Okay.
Vegetables are not in this rule, but it's just like all the other stuff are in this rule, right?
But potatoes are in this.
Yeah. So if you're going to eat potatoes and eggs, okay, right? You can put potatoes and eggs and something
onions?
green. Onions, okay, it's vegetables, right?
Yeah.
But it's not just like ham, eggs, bread, and cheese. This is going to be just like terrible for your health. If you have some doubt, ask the United States. You're going to check there. It's very well documented, right?
Yeah.
So eggs are very complex to digest with other stuff, and milk also, and cheese also. If you're going to eat cheese, eat just like cheese with bread and some vegetables, right? Be simple, and helps your body to digest things, because when you're traveling, your digestive power is not the same as you're at home. Okay? So make your life inside simple.
Okay.
Okay? You eat a lot of stuff. You're traveling, but be careful to eat very different things in just one meal. And respect your hunger.
But what does one meal mean? Like when I
One
eat
meal
something and
is
then
just like your lunch. And then 3
I
hours later,
3 hours later or
3
half an
hours
hour?
later, half an hour is not 1 hour. It's not sufficient for you to have your digestive cycle complete.
Okay.
Okay?
3 hours.
It's not just like 2, 3, 4 hours. It's just like digestive cycle is just the time when you already felt light again, and there is no more any kind of taste coming back from the previous meal, and it's not something that you can eat. You need to eat. Okay? You can eat. It's just like almost finishing.
Yes.
But you need to eat. It's just like one new meal. Okay? This can work in 1 hour if you ate just like one apple.
Yes.
This can be in 6 hours if you ate just like too much food, right?
Okay.
So these are the signs, the proper signs that you should eat again. You have a hungry, you are hungry, you are light, there is no previous taste from other meal, and that this is urgent in some way. It's just like, oh, I can't do just like one new museum. No, I need to eat. Okay?
Okay.
So these are some basic guidelines, and you should try to eat more when it's sunny, and eat less when it's not sunny. When the day it's open, you should your digestive power is working better. When it's too much rainy, you should eat more light. Okay?
Okay.
So this is sufficient for you to have some general and the basic principles on Ayurvedic nutrition when you're traveling.
All right.
Right?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Deseja uma atenção mais personalizada? Entre em contato e saiba como. Namastê!